So you're thinking about moving to Washington State. Maybe you've been Googling it for the last few weeks, or maybe someone told you that there's no state income tax and now you can't stop doing math on the back of a napkin, or maybe you just watched a video on someone hiking in the Olympics and thought, okay, that's it. I'm moving to Washington. Whatever got you here, I'm glad you're watching this before you pack your bags, because Washington is genuinely one of the best states in the country to live in, but it's not what most people expect. And the things that trip people up, they're completely avoidable if someone just tells you the truth ahead of time. My name's Kennon. I've lived here my whole life, so let's get into this video. I'm gonna hit you with 6 things you need to know before you move to Washington. And I'm gonna be honest about all of them, including the one thing that people kind of lie about sometimes. Number 1 is the rain. Let's just do this. Yes, it rains in Washington a lot, but probably not the way that you think. I think that people picture monsoons or constant downpours or like Noah's Ark situations, but that's not actually what it is. What it is, especially west of the Cascades where most people live, is it's gray and it's overcast and it drizzles. It's the kind of rain where you're not sure if you need an umbrella or not, so you just kind of don't bring one and accept your fate. The South Sound, Olympia, Tacoma, Lacey area gets about 50 inches of rain per year, and Seattle gets about 38 inches of rain per year. So for comparison, New York City gets around 46 inches of rain per year. Miami gets around 62. Houston gets over 50. So yes, it rains, but the people who thrive here are the ones who lean into it, and they find the good coffee shops and they get the rain jackets that become part of their personality. And then in July and August, when it's 75 degrees and sunny every day and the mountains are visible and everyone is kayaking and hiking, they forget that the rain even exists. And the people who struggle are the ones who spend November through March waiting for it to stop. Don't wait for the rain to stop. Just go live your life. I promise you'll be fine. Number 2, the money thing. And yes, it's real. Washington has 0 state income tax, none. So if you're coming from California, Oregon, New York, or any of the other high tax states, that number is gonna feel kind of unreal the first year. Oregon's top rate is 9.9%. California hits 13.3%. So a household making $150,000 moving from Oregon to Washington saves somewhere between $11,000 and $13,000 a year. Every year, forever, as long as you live in Washington. Washington does have higher sales tax, around 8 to 10%, depending on what county you're in and what city you're in. And there's a capital gains tax on high earners that's been introduced in recent years. But for the average working family, the math of moving here almost always wins. And this is the number 1 financial reason people are leaving California and Oregon and landing in Washington right now. And it compounds every single year that you're here. Number 3, and this one matters more than most people think, where you actually land. Washington State is not just Seattle. I'm gonna say that one more time. Washington State is not just Seattle. Seattle's one city in a large state with a lot of different options. So here's a quick breakdown. Seattle and King County has the highest cost of living in the state. The median home price is pushing $850,000 to $900,000. It's dense, it's urban, it's expensive, it's worth it for some people, it's not worth it for most people relocating from outside the region when there are better options nearby. Then you also have the east side, which is like Bellevue, Redmond, Kirkland, which is even more expensive than Seattle in a lot of pockets. And this is where Microsoft and Amazon and major tech money concentrates. So if you work in tech and your employer is paying for it, great. Otherwise, that area stretches a lot of families pretty thin. Moving south, you have Tacoma and Pierce County, and this is where I start paying close attention, because it's half the price of Seattle. It's 45 minutes south of Seattle, And Tacoma is a city that's going through a genuine transformation. It has a real waterfront, it's got a great art scene, it's got great established neighborhoods. You have a median home price around $450,000 to $500,000, depending on what area you're looking in. And in my opinion, it's the most undervalued urban market in the Puget Sound. Now, traveling a little bit further south, you have the Olympia-Lacey-Tumwater area, and this is kind of my home base. It's the state capital. You have a military community that's anchored by Joint Base Lewis McChord. You have a strong local economy. You have a pretty tight-knit community, and the median homes in this area are going to be around $500,000. You'll have a little bit more space than those more north areas, a little bit less density, better schools in a lot of pockets, and the kind of Pacific Northwest lifestyle that the Instagram photos promise, but the bigger cities can't quite deliver anymore. So if I'm moving to Washington and I want the best combination of affordability, quality of life, and long-term value, I would probably be looking at the Tacoma or the South Sound every single time. Now, this video is more focused on Western Washington because that's where I'm based out of. I'm a real estate agent here. I'm a business owner here. I've lived here my entire life. You also have Eastern Washington, which has cities like Ellensburg and Yakima and Spokane, but this video really is more focused on Western Washington. Okay, 3 more things, and these go by pretty quick. And number 6 is the one everyone forgets until they're already here and it's too late. So number 4, the outdoors. And it's better than you think. Within 2 hours of the South Sound, you have Mount Rainier, you have the Olympic Peninsula, you have the Cascades, the Pacific Coast, the Puget Sound. On a clear day, you can see the mountains from your backyard. Not just a hill, like an actual mountain. One of the most iconic volcanoes in North America is Mount Rainier. And you can see it every day when you're driving. If you ski, hike, kayak, camp, fish, bike, anything to do with the outdoors, Saturday mornings in Washington will overfill your bucket list. And this is the thing people say they knew intellectually, but weren't prepared for emotionally when they actually got here. The outdoors really are incredible in Washington, and it's going to be one of the best outdoor experiences in the entire country. Number 5 is the culture. And Western Washington definitely has a specific vibe, especially the South Sound. It's independent, it's community oriented, and genuinely outdoorsy. And people here care a lot about local businesses. The farmers market isn't a weekend novelty, it's part of how people actually shop daily. And there's a strong support local ethos that I've watched build real community in ways I haven't seen in other places. The political environment skews progressive west of the Cascades, and so if that's your thing, you'll definitely feel at home pretty quickly. And if it's not, there's a whole Eastern Washington that operates a little differently, and plenty of people in the South Sound who span the entire spectrum. It's not a monolith, but if you're moving here expecting it to feel like Texas, it won't. Number 6, the thing nobody tells you until you're already here, and this is important. You have to get a Washington driver's license and register your vehicle within 30 days of establishing residency. A lot of states give you 60 or 90 days. Washington gives you 30. Don't ask me why. I don't really know why that is. I know that sounds minor, and it is minor until you forget. And then you're registering your Texas or California car in November, and you're dealing with the paperwork while you're trying to unpack, and you're wondering why it's already dark at 4:30 in the afternoon. There are also some differences in how property is taxed, how the vehicle excise tax works, and if you work remotely for an out-of-state employer, some specific considerations about establishing domicile for tax purposes. So get ahead of the paperwork. 30 days goes by really fast. Moving is one of the biggest decisions you'll ever make. And Washington State is a genuinely excellent place to land. And the tax situation is real. The outdoor access is real. The community in the South Sound is real in a way that is hard to quantify until you're actually living it. But where you land in Washington matters enormously. And the difference between a great experience and an expensive mistake is usually just having the right information before you make the call. So if you've got any specific questions about the South Sound, Tacoma, Olympia, Lacey, maybe you've got questions about Seattle or the East Side or anywhere in between, drop them in the comments. I read all of the comments and I will answer any questions that you've got. Thanks so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.